Good morning, everyone. It's Cassie. I hope you're having an awesome day. For today's Freaky Friday, we are playing this game, Strange Horticulture, which is a 2D investigative detective puzzle game. It is focused around running like a, not a flower shop, but essentially a flower shop, kind of like a greenhouse, say. And I played this game in April of 2023, and it took me a minute to realize that that's nearly 2 years ago. I was thinking it was just last year, but we're in 2025 now. So I will play this game for about an hour this morning, and I'd love to hear how you like it. I really enjoyed this game. There are multiple endings depending on the relationships that you build with the characters and the storylines that you unlock. And I remember finding this very cute and very relaxing, and I still had goals, which is, fantastic for me. So we're going to jump in. The streets of Undermere are narrow and claustrophobic. In many places, the buildings lean out at the upper floors so that neighbors can reach across and shake hands, or, more likely, exchange unpleasantries. Strange Horticulture is a small shop situated away from the main thoroughfares, but it has the advantage of being one of the few buildings in Undermere that stands alone. Plants, you might have noticed, need light, and light is in short supply at street level in this town. Recently, the shop passed to me after the death of my uncle. There is much to learn, but one thing is already clear. The rare and unusual plants that he stocked have their uses after all. Day 1, Friday. Simone, we have a letter from Simone. It says, I've found it, an excerpt on the elusive wandering Bew. Come to the library in Ambleside and I'll tell you all about it. I even found something on the gilded dendra that might be of interest. P.S. Give Hellebore a good scratch behind the ear for me. So I have plants already. And I can explore them and see what they are like. This one's really pretty. Blue flowers, stiff leaves. The flowers are purple, soft purple with a sweet scent. Not as spongy as most mushrooms. In fact, the undersides are somewhat sharp. Red warts protrude from the caps. Okay, so I can water my plants. I can label them if I learn what they are. A note from the author. This encyclopedia can be used as a reference to help identify plants. Note that where I've included sketches, these are not always intended as an aid to identification. Often the description will be more useful to you. Remember to take extra care when dealing with poisonous plants. I accept no responsibility should injury or death occur as a result of misuse of this encyclopedia. Okay, and I can label them like I said. I can look more closely at anything if I want to. I have a runic emblem. I have a note that says, dangerous plant grows sparsely in the hills to the northeast of Blackbarrow. Keep it secret. Okay. And I can welcome someone. Oh, what are you? Just a note. It doesn't really look like my plants need watering. I don't recall whether it will. So we'll put that down. We'll put it down. Victoria Gray. I must have walked past this shop 100 times without ever stopping to look. It happens. What a wonderful place to spend your day surrounded by plants. I would agree with that, in fact. I'm kind of a plant mom. I came here because I have an unusual request. At night I hear whispered voices, too faint to hear clearly, coming from the floor above me, but nobody lives up there. The rooms are empty. My curiosity has gotten the better of me. I must find out what they are saying. She wants St. John's poppy. St. John's poppy. The vibrant petals of the flower can be brewed to create a draft that can greatly improve the imbiber's hearing ability. The flowers of the St. John's poppy are bright red with yellow center. This? Like this? The flowers are red with a sweet scent. Do I have anything else that's red and yellow? No. Okay, so first I want to label this. It's already labeled? Oh no, the label is for her. St. John's poppy. I got a book entry. Collect. Clavilium. According to legend, clavilium can be used to open any lock, no matter how complex or secure. The heart-shaped leaves have earned this plant the nickname Lovelock. Click to close and add to book. Okay, so I don't have anything that I can do with this today. I can welcome another person. David Schaefer. Good morning. Bloody awful weather out there today. Sorry, I'm not English, so I don't know the inflection to use on that. Good for the plants though, eh? Got a letter for ya. Thank you. Oh, he gave me a bunch of will to explore. Gosforth is a hateful town. I was beaten and robbed and left to die in the streets. After many days, I was rescued by a kind stranger, just as I had come to fear that wickedness had infected the heart of every soul in that cursed place. I began my recovery in the woods to the south of the town with a group of travelers. On the northeast corner of the wood, I sat and stared at a bright flower, and tears flowed down my face at the reminder that there is beauty in this world. I shall be returning to Undermere soon. Warmest regards, Amos Duncan. Okay. So I'm going to put some stuff in my archive until I need it. I should go to the library if I can and learn about the Wandering Bew, or Buoy, but I think Bew, and then the Gilded Dendra. What do we have? We have the... We have a lot of stuff on here. Come to the library in Ambleside. I am looking... Ambleside. The library here in Ambleside is one of my favorite haunts. Simone, the librarian, is always helpful and friendly and shares some of my passion for unusual plants. Today she's grinning ear to ear and can't wait to show me what she's found. So we got our pages for Gilded Dendra, and we got Wandering Bew. Gilded Dendra says, do not drink the sap of this plant. The lips and veins turn black as blood as the blood succumbs to Dendra's miasma, a sure painful way to die. A short and painful way to die. The poison is so potent that even touching the leaves of the plant can be painful. Okay. Oh, I meant to read Wandering Bew. And this one's finished. Wandering Bew. Let's close my archive. Thank you. So called because this fungus can move slowly in the dark. It has been known to cover distances up to several meters in a single night. The gills on the underside of this mushroom form beautiful flowing lines. They are also quite hard and sharp, earning this plant the nickname Fingersbane. So we do have a plant that has sharp... The undersides are somewhat sharp. Red warts protrude from the caps. This one doesn't say anything about red warts though, so that might not be our guy. Did we got St. John's poppy right? It looks like we got a little check mark next to it. I wonder what else we have that we could label. Bishop's parasol. Seeps a milky fluid. That's disgusting. Smells strongly of soured milk, bad enough to make my eyes water. Clavilium we just got. Farmer's Worry. A spongy mushroom with potent abilities, only safe to consume in small quantities, grants the great strength for short periods at the expense of severe fatigue once the effect has worn off. We have Gandy Root, we have Fox Button. Gilded Dendra, Harlequin Blue. Lemon Dandy. That's a pretty name. Let's welcome someone. Gilbert Ames. Something's got those witches in the forest stirred up. They're not letting anyone through. I had to take the long way round down through Back Barrow. I never did trust that sisterhood. Anyway, I'm here now and I brought Fennett from the south to trade for some Lemon Dandy. Ah, I was just looking at Lemon Dandy. Hardly worth the trouble when you factor in the extra miles I had to cover to get here. He's kind of a pain. Okay, so Lemon Dandy looks like this. Its curled leaves are thought to be the origin of the name of this plant, supposedly referring to a peeled lemon rind. Has little poof ball flowers, kind of like this one. Oh, this is probably it. Look at that. Throw a label on it. And see how we do. The game says that we are not correct. Oh, we can try it though. We have to give it to someone maybe? Okay. So he said this was Fennett. Where'd it go? Oh well, we'll figure it out. We have... Dangerous plant grows sparsely in the hills to the northeast of Back Barrow. Keep it secret. To the northeast of Back Barrow. There's Back Barrow. Approaching Back Barrow, an industrial roar emanates from the ironworks and cotton mill. The blast furnace has a limitless appetite for coal, which is delivered almost daily via the steam railway. I pity the dusty workers of this once peaceful place. I suspect there will be a few botanical discoveries to be made here. Oh, to the north of. I should have actually, like, traveled up to it. Is that a clue or a letter? That's a letter. This is a clue. It's a letter? Okay. I have no clues. I have only letters. Faye Swift. My dreams are becoming more vivid. I saw a woman, her face hidden behind a mask, and next to her a terrifying black skeletal creature. It stood tall, its roving head scanning the landscape, and though it had no discernible face, I could sense a hint of an expression about its features. Imagine something with no face still scowling at you. It seemed to be laughing, but not the joyous laughter of a child, a sickly, horrifying laughter that chilled me like the first breath of winter. These past weeks have been getting worse. I need sleep. She needs forest camphor. Where's my book? Labels. Forest camphor. The strong-smelling bulb of this plant has a powerful soporific effect, making it a common ingredient in sleeping drafts. The camphor produces a beautiful, rounded, dark blue cluster made up of many smaller flowers. Like this? It's pungent but not unpleasant. The bulb is soft and yellow. The leaves are waxy. I'm gonna give it a try. Okay, we got another book entry. Butterdale. Often found growing in clumps on valley sides, Butterdale has been used for centuries as a cure for all manner of skin rashes. The dark green leaves can be stewed and mulched to form a poultice. The flowers smell buttery to some people. Okay, and we've got our will to explore again, so we're gonna try northeast of Black Barrow. It's Black Barrow, northeast of Black Barrow. As soon as I step off the road, 2 members of the Sisterhood step out and remind me that this is their forest. I am not welcome here. Oops. In the hills, not in the forest. Okay. I should just read better, or more closely. Nora Butterfield. Got any wandering view? That always reminds me of, oh, what's his name? That old hermit inventor, the Wanderer. Anyway, the view if you've got it. I should. I might. So this one was the one I was curious about because the undersides are somewhat sharp, and the Wandering View also says they're quite hard and sharp, earning this plant the nickname Fingersbane. I only have 2 fungi, so let's give it a try. I actually don't know if they'll tell you if you've given them the wrong plant. Okay, I'm gonna put a label on that. See if I can water my plants to gain some will to explore. Because I'd really like to head back out. Oh yeah, I'm seeing it ticking up. There we go. Okay. In the hills to the northeast of Black Barrow. There we go. I was going northwest and I was going into forest and I was doing everything wrong and I just needed to pay attention and read. The weather changes fast out in the hills. What started as a gray morning has turned into bright sunshine. The good thing, too, because it takes me several hours to find what I came for. By the time I'm done, the cloud is sweeping back over, a cloak of unwelcome shade. Oh, and that's a weird plant. I love it. Oh, there's no shelf there. Okay. So that's the end of day 1. I can put this in my archive now that I'm finished with it. I don't know what this is about. And I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this letter from Amos Duncan, but we'll find out. On to day 2. Oh. It started when she found something that she was not meant to find, a book tucked away in a forgotten corner of the Ambleside Library. That sounds like a trip to see Simone. Okay, so we brought that card with us into our play session, and it is a clue. Okay, good. First, finally we have a clue. Second, we have, I'm assuming if I look at the map closely, then I can figure out where this river is. It's got this big, it's row H, and it's got this big curve in it. Does it look like that's not that? None of these look right, really. Row H, the third river. 2, 3? That doesn't look... We'll try it. I guess that was it. A dead deer in the river, yellowed bone protruding from matted hide and rotted flesh. Death for one provides life for many. I mean, no one's eating that. No one should eat that. But if it's talking about feeding the plants, then yes, I agree with that. Okay. Cool. So we still have letters to do something with, but like clues are doing fine. We're good on clues. Isidore Burbridge. Bring me a sample of Apis demyssis. And be quick about it. That damn cat is setting off my allergies. Shouldn't have an animal in a shop like this. You know, don't be rude. You came into my shop. Apis demyssis or Apis demyssis. Oh, Gandy root. A plant with medicinal properties that can aid with digestive troubles when prepared correctly. Care must be taken, however, as the rough leaves can be an irritant. Only the petals are safe for consumption. Okay. I don't think this is it. This might be it. The leaves are coarse to the touch. The leaves can be an irritant. Okay. We got meek dew. I'm gonna pop a label on the Gandy root. Kinda want to put my map away. I'm not ready to go anywhere yet. David Schaefer, welcome back. Do you have mail? Lake Undermere is looking fine in the sunshine today. Here's your mail. Oh, wax seal. Fancy. There's an old slate mine at Hard Knot that has some interesting looking fungi growing in it. I've never seen anything like them before. They seem to have found a niche in the damp, dark tunnels left by the tramways. I thought you might be interested. Warmest regards, Amos Duncan. Hard Knot. The mine at Hard Knot. I will be honest, navigating this map is a pain. There are so many locations. And we're not really given good insight into like where to look on the map. Hard Knot. The mine at Hard Knot. An iron gate, rusted by years of abandonment, sits across the entrance to the tram tunnel. Rusted it may be, but it won't budge. Locked. Okay, I need clavilium, which is the lock plant, I believe. Lovelock. Clavilium. Yeah, that's it. Do I have this? Heart-shaped leaves. These are not heart-shaped. I may have to come back to this one. What does this one say? Smooth, waxy leaves. They don't look heart-shaped to me. The flowers are made up blah blah blah. These leaves are kind of heart-shaped, but the focus is on the flowers, so I'm going to assume it's not that. We may not be able to do this yet. We'll hold on to the letter and we'll come back later. Oh, let's keep that book out. Actually, we've got a visitor. Reuben Ward. I'm headed to Greasdale Forest investigating a possible murder there. Can't say I'm looking forward to it. The Sisterhood are a secretive lot and they're not keen to talk to me. Or me. They shooed me right out. Their leader, the Ardra or whatever they call her, she's dead. Well, it's tragic. My instinct is they're hiding something. I was hoping you might have some fox button that would help me win them over. Do I? An offering of fox button is considered by some to represent a contract of friendship between strangers. The thick shiny leaves grow in opposing pairs along the stems. Small leaves, delicate flowers. Blue flowers, stiff leaves. It's one of those two. Those are the only two plants that I have that have flowers growing in opposing pairs. Or leaves growing in opposing pairs. That's Candy Root. Well, okay, that's not true. Okay, what are you? It smells of nothing that I can detect. Small leaves, delicate flowers. Oh, I can travel again. Thick, shiny leaves. It's gotta be this, right? Nope. Okay, good to know. I need to be more careful. That wasn't fox button. I must be better prepared next time. Well, now at least we know what happens if I guess the plant wrong. So if it wasn't that one, it must be this one. If I increase my sense of dread again... Oh no. Okay. I should label these not fox button. So it wasn't this one. It wasn't the red one. What's the... It smells of nothing. Are these leaves more similar? There we go, okay. We got Fremlock. "100% that was just me being lazy. I could have figured it out. I just didn't try." Victoria Gray, welcome back. I was able to make out the whispered voices last night with the help of the St. John's Poppy. Oh, good. There's a medium using the room, illegally I might add, holding midnight seances for gullible grievers. Oh, that's a pain. Is there a plant you know of that I could use to give them a scare and drive them away? I need my sleep. She's looking for Harlequin Blue. Do I have the page? I do. When the bushy blue flower heads die back, they release seeds with a downy pappus, which assists in wind dispersal. Once dried and hard, the stems can be burned as incense. As they burn, they let out high-pitched shrieks, widely believed to be the spirits of dead souls trapped within the plant. That is terrifying. Okay, Harlequin Blue, let's see if I can find you. I don't really have anything that looks like this. What are you? I'm just gonna look at everything. Also, just so you know, even though something is called Harlequin Blue, it might not actually be blue. The flowers are soft purple with a sweet scent. When the bushy blue flower heads die. Okay, see? My reading comprehension needs work. Bushy blue flower heads. We have one of those. What did we get? We got Shimmerlung. And this is Harlequin Blue. I can explore, but I'm kind of waiting to see if someone brings me something. Bethany Coleman. You may have heard the rumors that our Ardra is dead. May Arduina bring her spirit peace. The nature of her death is unusual. The Sisterhood does not often look to outside help, but this is beyond our knowledge. If you show my sisters this letter, they will allow you entry into the forest. Cool. To be assured of your discretion, we require that you use Mary's breath to bind yourself to secrecy. Mary's breath. Mary's breath. The wide waxy leaves of this plant allow it to collect large amount of water it requires. It is said that a person can be bound to secrecy using Mary's breath. It used to be grown in the royal garden so that the king could ensure the trust of his confidants, but the practice fell out of favor. The wide waxy leaves. Wide. Waxy leaves. No? Oh my goodness. Oh no. A shiver travels down my spine. My mind is broken. This is a puzzle that I'm building. I got it. Those look like they fit together, but it also kind of looks like something should go here that's not the right size. Okay. That goes not there. I'm kind of just shoving things in and I'll figure out where they go later. Okay, I've got a big chunk now. That looks like it should fit, right? It doesn't, but it looks like it should. Is there something behind that? Yeah. Got it. I feel revived. My mind is whole again. Okay, but is she still here, asking for the same plant? And what was I doing? No, okay. Yes. We're still on day 2. Do I have to start day 2 all over? No, we start right back at Bethany. Bethany, as we know, is looking for Mary's breath. Leaves are waxy. I wouldn't say they're necessarily wide. Didn't we use this plant? Is this one that I just haven't labeled yet, but I should have? Yes, forest camphor. Okay. The veined leaves have a waxy finish. Okay, this one's really focused on the flowers. This one over here is focused on the leaves. Is it this? Gotcha. Okay. Oh, I got a letter. We have failed in our duty as protectors of the forest. Our secrets have been stolen and the Ardra has been murdered. You will find us deep in Grisadale Forest, a mile from the lakeshore across from the Torver. Please help us. Yours in hope, the Sisterhood of Arduina. Okay. I do have enough will to explore that I could go and see them. And I found them by accident. As soon as I step off the road, 2 members of the Sisterhood step out and remind me that this is their forest. I'm not welcome here. I try showing them the sister's letter, but they tell me I'm in the wrong place and move me along without offering any help. Okay. I suppose that I need to focus more on, even though I've been to and seen the Sisterhood, I need to focus more on the specifics of this letter, a mile from the lakeshore across from the Torver. So I will do that. Isidore Burbridge, welcome back. You hate my cat. I'm this close to reporting you, half-wit. The last plant you gave me has made my skin itch furiously. Well, yeah, it does what you want, but also it... I'll have your little shop shut down and torn to the ground if you don't make this right. He's looking for Butterdale or Meekdew. What's the difference? Because I kind of want to give him whatever one's going to suck more for him. Butterdale, often found growing in clumps on valley sides, Butterdale has been used for centuries as a cure for all manner of skin rashes, which is what I gave him before, right? And Meekdew, the beautiful flowers made up of many smaller florets make this a sought-after decorative plant, although it is difficult to care for. It may be a pleasant-looking plant, but touching the leaves against the bare skin will result in painful sores. So my heart of hearts wants to give him Meekdew. But to be a good person, I should give him Butterdale. Many tiny flowers. That's Fox Button. Harlequin Blue, St. John's Poppy. No? Okay. I think I might not have Meekdew. The dark green leaves of Butterdale can be stewed and mulched to form a poultice. The flowers smell buttery to some people. The dark green leaves that look like this. Yep, this is our guy. We got Storian. Okay, so we can travel. Let's go see the witches. We need to go... deep in Grisadale Forest, a mile from the lakeshore across from Torver. This is the lakeshore. This is Torver, so we need to be like here-ish. Nope. Let's water some plants and head out again. Am I gonna get multiple from the same plant? Doesn't seem like it. Okay. A mile from the lakeshore, across from Torver. Nope. I watered that one. Did I water this one? Seems like it. No? Okay. I need to water one more before I can head out. That's all on this side. Okay. Across from Torver. If it's here, that's really frustrating. A mile from the lakeside. A mile seems to be one brick. Across from Torver. Torver's here. The lakeside's here. Boy, howdy. Jeez, oh man. Did I already water this plant? I think I did. But whatever, it wants to give me more. That's fine. Okay, we've done this square, this square, this square, and this square now, I think. So, I don't know. A mile from the lakeshore across from Torver. This is Torver. Across from Torver, a mile from the... Are we counting this as the lakeside? Because maybe I didn't do the square. A sister tries to stop me from entering, but I show her the letter and she lets me through. I am ushered into a walled courtyard and then through a large oak door, along a corridor, and down a set of stone stairs into a stone basement. Lying on a table, draped in silk, is the Ardra. There is not a mark on her, but her open eyes are black, her mouth, her veins, her hair, all black as a raven's wing. Do you know what could do this? I ask my escort. Asks my escort. I set to work. So I need wren. The long leaves of the wren are known to turn black in the presence of certain poisons, and so can be used to detect them. Though it has no flower, it is said to smell unpleasant to those who have known death and sweet to those who have not. Are you wren? It has a scent that scratches at the back of my throat. Long leaves, no flower. That truly is the only plant that satisfies that description. Flowers, 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 short leaves, flowers. What are you? Small red berries. That's all I get to know. And I can see that with my eyes. Okay. We got gray sand fire. I'm gonna label that wren. I extract a sample of the Ardra's blood and introduce it to the wren, and my suspicions are confirmed immediately. The leaves of the wren turn black, which can only mean one thing: gilded dendra poisoning. Upon presenting my findings, I am rushed away quickly. The sisters do not want me hanging around, it seems. They do, however, send me on my way with a couple of plants, which I'm grateful for. Oh. They put them right on top of my other plants. That's... Thanks to the sisterhood. Okay, so what did we get? We didn't get anything with heart-shaped leaves. So we can't still open up this with the clavilium. Gosforth is a hateful town, blah 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 blah. Anywhere I need to go? On the northeast corner of the wood. The woods to the south of the town. The town. Gosforth? The northeast corner of the woods to the south of Gosforth, I assume, is where I'm being directed here. Oh, don't water that yet. You can go. Is Gosforth on this map? Yes, the northeast corner of the woods to the south. Here's the wood to the south of Gosforth. The northeast corner would be this. Is this where I'm for sure I need to go? The woods to the south of the town with a group of travelers. On the northeast corner of the wood, I sat and stared at a bright flower, blah blah blah. The wood has a calming effect on my mind. It does me good to escape into nature, away from the stench and clamor of Undermere. It is not long before I spy a bright flower among the trees. It's pretty. Let's put it over here because I haven't watered it yet. And I'm actually going to see if... It seems like there might be more in that... Nope, this letter's done. There's something in this letter that I can action, though. Oh, right. I have to still find the clavilium before I can do anything with that. So let's go ahead and end the day, and we'll play one more. Little bit, maybe another couple customer interactions, but I have to go. The book both fascinated and terrified her in equal measure, and after studying it for some time, she reached a decision. She would never use the power she had discovered. She would hide the book where it could never be found. North of Hawkshead, east of Lowick, west of Rustland, south of Crinkle Crags. Oh, I can already head out, so let's do that. We have our card north of Hawkshead, west of Rustland. Hawkshead is here, north of Hawkshead, west of Rustland. So, okay, I'm going to put that there so I can... North of Hawkshead. Here's Crinkle Crags, south of Crinkle Crags. That's like... Oh, Crinkle Crags. On this row, then. West of Rustland, east of Lowick. I don't see Lowick. And I don't see Rustland. It's going to be on row F. Lowick and Rustland. Okay, here's Rustland. West of Rustland. I think it's this. And east of Crinkle Crags. Yep. My eyes are drawn to the silhouette of a grizzled old man standing at the edge of a field. His mind is broken, seemingly beyond repair. Vacant eyes fixate on nothing. A whisper of an expression as my gaze sweeps his face, but only a whisper. He raises his arm, points. I follow his outstretched finger and am surprised to find a cluster of wildflowers growing there hidden from view. Okay. We found some plants. I'm going to put my watering can over here so that I know I haven't watered anything, and then as I make my way across, I'll put it wherever I stop. Wilbur Miller. He looks nice. I'm looking for a plant. Lady of what's it? Something or other. I'm no green-eyed drayer, that's for sure. My mind isn't at all what it used to be. Lady of Summer. It's the one that's supposed to help with mental decline. Lady of Summer. The leaves curl around delightfully, which combined with an attractive flower and a hardy nature make this a sought-after ornamental piece. Aids with conditions of memory deterioration associated with old age. The leaves curl around delightfully. The stamen look right here. A single sweet-smelling dark flower. An attractive flower and hardy nature. Please be correct. Cool. We got Fennit, which the first guy brought us while complaining. David Schaefer, hello. They're saying the Ardra's been killed. Yeah, I'm looking at it. I know a lot of people don't trust that sisterhood, but it seemed to me the Ardra always looked out for the less fortunate. That's nice. The cold is too much to bear beyond the gap. I was forced to turn back. I would advise against it, but if you are determined to explore Great Gable, be sure to take precautions. Knowing you, I'm sure you'll have a plant up your sleeve that can keep you warm should the weather turn against you. From Amos Duncan. Amos, you gotta slow it down, my dude. I have stuff that I haven't yet done because of you. I'm still waiting on heart-shaped flowers. Or heart-shaped leaves. Norman Lee. This plant is cursed. It has brought me nothing but sorrow. Oh, poor guy. Please take it. I want nothing more to do with it. Oh, she's ugly. Okay. I have something to keep me warm. I don't really know whether I have yet. Simone Green. Hellebore. Always a pleasure, my feline friend. She's my librarian, my secret librarian girlfriend. I hope he hasn't been nibbling the plants again. I have a favor to ask. You owe me for the hours I spent digging out the information on those plants. Yeah, okay. I've been burning the midnight oil again and could use some common trowse, and I know where to find it. According to Grayson's herbology, it grows in abundance on red pike. I'll come by the day after tomorrow to collect it. I have business in Sedberg in the meantime. Okay. Here, take this. She's given me the common trowse book entry. Despite being described as common, the trowse can in fact be quite tricky to find. However, it grows in abundance on the slopes of red pike. Nobody knows why. Its leaves have been used for centuries as a balm against eye strain. So let's go get that for Simone. Red pike, where are you? Here you are. I enjoy a pleasant stroll up the fell. The going is easy, the weather agreeable, and the views majestic. I do not have to look hard to find what I am after. Common trowse. Oops. Verona Green. When you work with the occult, I find it pays to uphold a certain image. Sure? If you're going to be accused of performing witchcraft anyway, it doesn't hurt to put on a bit of a show every now and then. Let the punters know what I'm capable of, sort of thing. Waiting on you, babe. Long story short, I may have threatened to turn a small boy into a toad, and the little bugger called my bluff. Oh, don't look at me like that. You know what little boys are like. Not really, no. I don't spend a lot of time around little boys. I can assure you he deserves to be turned into a toad. I mean, probably. Anyway, I think a little display is needed to discourage this sort of behavior in the future. What, like testing you on your lies, challenging you a little bit? Have you got any Shimmerlung? I don't even know that I have the page for Shimmerlung. Okay, I do. I do have this, I believe. The dried stem of Shimmerlung burns very brightly and noisily, setting off a near blinding white-purple light. Flowers go wrapped in large, ridged leaves. So I think we got that from someone very recently. Where'd I put it? This? Yes. Shimmerlung. Okay. One more, and then we'll see about going out for some travels, and then we'll leave for the day. Ruth Douglas. There's a beautiful plant that I've been looking for all over, but nobody seems to have any. M something. Monk brew? I'm not sure. Meek dew, maybe. I do know that you shouldn't touch the leaves, though. Yeah, that sounds like meek dew to me. The beautiful flowers, made up of many smaller florets, make this a sought-after decorative plant, though it is difficult to care for. Yes, we tried to give this to the other guy. There was nothing in here about feeling pain, right? Small leaves, delicate flowers. It is my understanding that people only come when you have what they need. Oh, that still isn't meek dew. I'm gonna put a little label on it that says still not meek dew. Make it red. Okay. Now I know what it isn't. I still don't know what it is. I believe this one also was not meek dew. What are you? Bright red flowers grow at the end of thin stems. That's not much information. Was it? Am I sure this one wasn't the meek dew? No. I'm not sure. Okay. Alright, so we've got a couple letters still to explore, something to keep us warm, and it's time to go. So here's where we're going to leave it for the day. I enjoy this game, although you saw me really playing it lazy and not thinking too hard about the clues, so keep that in mind. This is a fun game, and I think it's very relaxing and casual and chill. I like the music, I like the art. I think games about plants are always a good time. So yeah, this is a fun one for me. Also, you can pet hellebore, just so you know. Thank you so much for watching. Please tell me what you think. If you are going to pick this game up, if you're not going to pick it up, let me know. In the meantime, I hope you have an awesome day and an amazing weekend, and I will talk to you very soon.